Is up, guys? What is up, guys? It is time. We're going back to the old equation. My thing got old live stream got cut off prematurely. Um, so we're starting it from new. Okay, so last live stream we were trying to find out what the optimal height is, or actually, what would the height be for an apple to kill Isaac Newton? And the cliffhanger from last live stream was I misinterpreted the density of the terminal velocity equation for being the density of the object and not the density of the fluid. So that'll solve our problem real easy. So density of air, it's around 1 point something. Density of air is equal to 1.225 kilograms meters squared at sea level. 1.225. Okay, so if we change out that value, we should get our final thing. 0.225. 23. Yeah. That's about it. 23.2 meters per second is around the terminal velocity of a falling apple, apparently. Something like that. Let me see here. Did I mess anything up? Yeah, no, I don't think so. Yeah, so 23. Oh yeah, and then we're finding the actual the terminal height. Maybe that's it. Yeah. Gosh, let's plug it into this old equation, which was wrong because of the old thingamajig. My old mistake when it comes to density. Times 1.225 times pi times 0.0025. And 27 meters? Is that? Okay, it takes 27 meters for it to fall to there. Apparently. 27 meters to hit terminal velocity. Okay. All right, let's see here. Let's fact check 27 meters. No. Okay. Stream crash moment. Yeah, my YouTube said, "Hey, you should take a break," and it crashed my stream. They don't want you guys to know this information. The old eggheads at YouTube HQ. Yeah. All right. Oh man, I just want this problem to be. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. See, this is what engineering is. No, this isn't actually what engineering is like. This is more of like what this is what it's like to do engineering. No, to do school. Do engineering school. What? Okay. All right. Looks good to me. Looks good. Okay, so 27 meters was how long it would take to hit terminal velocity. Oh gosh, man. Oh. Okay, let's go back to our fundamentals here. With 90 megapascals. All right, we're gonna do this calculation over again one more time. Okay, so pi 0.025. Okay, hold on. Divided by 2 times 90. I think 90, right? That's like the minimal. No, dang. Where is it? Oh gosh. 90 to 230 megapascals. Okay. 90 times 10 to the 6 power. Okay. Times 0.1 meters of crumple zone, where the energy would be displaced, times 9.81 times 0.125. So, okay, 3 kilometers. 3 kilometers. 3 kilometers. I don't like that. I don't like that at all, guys. 3.6 kilometers. That's a little, seems like the math is off somehow. All right, so if the math is off, then we're gonna have to solve it a different way. So we know the terminal velocity. So E, kinetic energy, is equal to 1/2 mass, which is 0.125 kilograms, times 23.2 meters per second squared, 0.5 times 0.125 times 23 times 23.2 squared. What the? Wait a minute. Is that really it? Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Okay. 33.64 joules. Are you kidding me? That much? It's only that much? Oh. Let's see here. Bullet energy. Uh, 2,000 joules. So it's like 100 times more energy. So it'd be like 100 times more than an airsoft gun. Oh man, gosh. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it would kill you. Dang, dude, what? Oh my gosh, man. This just in, an apple will not kill you. Huh. Okay, let's fact. Oh gosh, man, we gotta fact check this. Oh man. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think this is good, man. Yeah. Okay. So the research I'm finding says that it's all heuristics. Basically, it's talking about um, basically energy, what energy it would take to cause a head injury, which isn't good. Um, I don't like these heuristics. Um, I don't know. It seems to me like it might. You, I don't know. If an apple hits you in the head from a very high height, it might injure you, but it might not kill you, or at least it won't fracture your skull. I don't think. Um, let's fact check this again. What? Okay. So, according to my calculations, 33.64 joules is kind of the ballpark of what you would be getting from dropping it at a terminal height of 27 meters. But if you wanted it to get like serious, like it will 100% kill you, it would need to be dropped from 3.6 kilometers high with no drag, apparently. Apparently. Bro, oh gosh, this is stupid. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's do one last fact check, and then I think we're done with this problem. What? Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. 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 I think that's enough of that. I think that's enough of that. All right. I think I got enough. I got enough. I got enough. What a cluster. It took us, oh gosh, it took us over an hour to do that. Oh my goodness. All right. One video down. How many more do we have to go? Okay. Now we're gonna go fast. Let's go fast with these now. Also, I gotta wear a hat. My haircut's stupid. I got like this is like the haircut I hate the most. Like where it's like frizzy and like sticking up. Like it's like, ugh. I gotta put on my goggles. I gotta put on my goggles maybe. Actually, no. What hat should I put on? Should I put on the? Maybe put on the wizard hat. Should I put on the wizard hat? Isn't a punch about 10 to 30 joules? Really? If it's 10 to 30 joules, then terminal velocity would probably be fine then. Oh, well, yeah. See, here's the, let me tell you guys something. Here's the problem with biomechanics after doing 2 of these problems. The problem with biomechanics is it is not, it's heuristics based. It is, it's not something where there's like extremely definite right, wrong answers. Like you need testing. Like it's not really idealized just because the systems at play are very complicated. But also, let me know. Let me know. Is this a good look? Is, is this a good look? We got the bunny ears on. We got the bunny ears. All right, we're we got the bunny ears. We going with the bunny ears just because those that was in my. Where is my wizard? Ah, there's the wizard hat. We got the bunny ears. It's bunny ears time, guys. Dang, we lost like 5 people. People don't like the bunny ears. That's all right. That's all right. We got the bunny ears. We're doing the bunny ears. That's how it's gonna have to be. Goggles and hat. Goggles. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Impact energy of a punch. The problem with a punch is that it's the stopping forces or the stopping distance is much lower, right? With an apple, there's more of a crumple zone. With your hand, you got bone, so it's not exactly what the hell. Apparently, what is that? While average humans can generate about 70 to 150 joules, professional boxers can reach 700 to 1,000 joules due to their full body coordinated technique. Okay. Okay. All right. Gosh. All right. You know what? Here's the thing. I'm starting up this new type of video. It's gonna take around. It's gonna take a little bit of time to figure out the optimal strategy of making these, right? So, okay. We're working through it. We're working through it, guys. Seems to me like if we're gonna be focusing on biomechanics, it's gonna require a lot of heuristics for us to get through these quick. So, time to take our back of the napkin, do some more back of the napkin things instead of trying to make it perfect. All right. A fat child falling onto a seesaw and launching a skinny kid into the stratosphere. So now we're going to calculate what it takes for a fat kid to hit a seesaw, launch a kid into the stratosphere. Jeez, okay, that's complicated. Oh man. Oh man. Okay, so number one, well, here are some variables. What the torque on the seesaw is, how high is the stratosphere? Let's see here, that stratosphere height, 31 miles. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, let's say that's the max. So stratosphere extends from 4 to 12 miles to 31 miles. Okay, so that's around 6 kilometers at the beginning of the stratosphere. So height is let's go 6,000 meters. So what does it take for a kid to go to 6,000 meters? Child mass. No, average mass. 7 pounds? No, dummy. 6 years old, 47 pounds. So let's say 25 kilograms. Mass, small kid is equal to, yeah, 25 kilograms. Yeah, we're ballparking it. Maybe, is that reasonable? He's skinny. He's skinny, okay? He's pretty skinny. He's a skinny 6-year-old. Okay. So what do we have to deal with? Number one, we have to deal with the we're gonna use energy to solve this. So what's the energy that we would have to transfer into the little, from fat kid to small kid? Ooh, we could do a real back of the napkin calculation for this. So mgh equal to mgh. So what would the yeah. So mass of fat over height is equal to mass of small over height. So mass of fat, it's a double variable. Fattest kid ever weight, probably 300 pounds, 423 pounds. Oh, goodness, at 10 years old. Oh, okay, let's say 300 pounds. So mass of morbidly extreme obese fat kid is maybe less. Let's your average everyday Spider-Man. Fattest kilogram to pound. So let's see here. How many pounds would that be? Let's say 250 pounds. It's a sad fat kid. 115 kilograms. Okay, using this back of the napkin calc. 115 kilograms from a height of something. Height of fat kid equals the height, or the mass of the small kid, of 25 kilograms over the height of small. This is just a ratio. Oh yeah. So the height of the small kid has to be 6,000 meters, assuming no drag. 25 times the height of the small kid. 6,000 meters divided by 115. Okay, so the height of a fat kid to fall on a small kid, assuming no drag, for him to launch the kid into the stratosphere, assuming an extreme conservation of energy, would have to be 1.3 kilometers. A fat kid would have to fall 1.3 kilometers onto a seesaw to launch him into the air. The problem is, it simplifies a lot. So you'd have to factor in the torque of the actual thing. You know, maybe you could be less. Like, what's the minimum? I mean, but maybe you can't get around that, like the physics of it. Could you using the old trebuchet method? Video on hyperwar was great. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, let me fact check this. Let's see here. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's good. That'll make a nice little what? What is that gonna make? It's gonna make a nice little 7-second video. But I need to know. Let me look at the physics of trebuchets, because that's something I'm not very familiar with. Physics of trebuchets. Okay. Whoa, Lagrangian mechanics? Oh no. Oh no. Oh gosh. So okay, trebuchet has an efficiency of 15 to 20%. So let's say efficiency of C saw, let's say it's around 10%, which would mean the kid would have to be launched from, uh, uh, what is it, 10 times more, 100 times more? Let's see here, 13. Yeah, 10 times more. So he would have to be even further up. He would have to be like way high in the stratosphere. So let's see here. H, a fat kid, is equal to 13 kilometers, assuming you don't get full efficiency. Are you kidding? You stupid idiot. Okay. All right. I think that's it. The problem is, what's the problem? The problem is air resistance. Air resistance causes all the problems. Air resistance causes all the problems. So, let's see here. So we gotta add another stupid layer to this. What is the height it takes for a person to reach terminal velocity? I think it's like 100 meters. 450 meters. 450 meters. 450 meters. So, 150 meters. Let me think. Oh, okay, that's how we solved it. So, what's the terminal velocity of a person? The terminal velocity of person. So let's see here. Height is equal to 450 meters, and the velocity of a person in free fall is a spread eagle position, 200 miles per hour. So max is 90 meters per second. So 90 meters per second. So 1/2 mg squared is equal to approximately the problem is we'd have to solve for. Okay. Yeah, this is getting a little too. We're making this a little too convoluted, but I want to see where this goes. 115 kilograms times 90 meters per second squared. Let's see here. 115 times 90 squared is equal to, whoa. Divided by 25 times 9.81 is equal to what? Whoa. Is that even right? Jeez, dude. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. That's scheisse. Wow. Wow. Sheesh. Damn, dude. Sheesh. 118. 1899. Okay. So stupid. So apparently, if there's no air resistance, the realistic height that you could get to, accounting for drag, on one side of the equation is 1.8 kilometers, but it seems to me like the max would still be 450 meters, just given how all this goes. But all the energy is transferred up. Yeah, so the max a fat kid could launch you is probably 450 meters. I'd say, yeah. Actual max. Yeah. Okay, so let's go back on this. If a fat kid fell onto a seesaw and transferred 100% of the momentum to a skinny kid on the other end of a seesaw, the fat kid would have to fall from 1.3 kilometers high to make the skinny kid go to the edge of the stratosphere, which is 6,000 meters. And then there's some other little nuances, but anyway, good enough for Goosnav government work. Good enough for Goosnav government work. I'll just use the back of these for the actual video. All right. Okay, so that was an easy one, but how hard would I have to? Are we really doing this? Are we really doing this, man? How hard would someone have to fart to produce enough rocket propulsion to launch himself into orbit? Okay, so let's use the rocket equation. Orbital velocity equation. All right, so we're gonna use Tarkovsky's rocket equation with the mass of fuel. Maximum change in velocity with no external forces acting. So maximal delta V is equal to velocity of effective exhaust velocity over natural log of mass, initial total mass over final total mass without mass final. Okay. Mass of that. Propellant mass. What is that? Propellant mass. I want the single big old rocket equation. Oh gosh. Okay, no, that's not what I want. Okay, let's find the actual rocket equation. Where's that? Yeah, this would have to assume no air resistance. Okay, so V is equal to G, so gravitational constant of Earth, I think, times M1 over R. Whoa, what was this again? Yeah, GM over R. So mass of Earth, grav constant of, so G is equal to 6.67 e to the negative 11 kilogram negative 1 second squared. Okay. Mass of Earth and radius. Center of planet. So what is the low Earth orbit distance to center of planet? So Leo is equal to, the average radius of Earth is 6,000. Leo ranges from 160 to 2,000. So let's go to 200. 200 kilometers of Leo orbit. So that's 6,371 plus, let's say 250 Leo. So let's say 6621 R of Leo, 6621 kilometers. So the effective escape velocity is going to be right around, or no, orbital. The orbital velocity is going to be equal to around 6.67 e to the negative 11 times mass of Earth. Oh gosh, I gotta find the mass of Earth. Mass of Earth in kilograms. 5972 e to the 24 kilograms divided by 6621 e to the 6.621 e. No, 6621 e to the 3 meters. Yeah. All right, let's plug this into Desmos, and then we'll start cooking with canola oil here. Square root of 6.67 times 10 to the negative 11. 6.21 times 10 to the 3. Then we add in the mass of Earth. It's 5.972 times 10 to the 24. What? Seven thousand or 7.756 e to the 3 meters per second, I think. Now let's just confirm. Leo orbital velocity meters per second. I was right. We're right. So Leo is around 7,800 meters per second. And I got 7.756 e to the 3 meters per second. Great. Now we basically got to find out how we get to that delta V. So rocket equation. I gotta find a better rocket equation. Ideal rocket equation. ISP. So I gotta figure out the ISP, man. I gotta figure out the ISP. Okay. So the delta V is gonna have to equal that. So from 0 to 7.756 e to the 3 meters per second. It's a single stage. The exhaust velocity, I don't know what that exhaust velocity is going to be. How hard would you have to fart? That's the question. Oh man, this is so, bro. I got a master's to do this. My gosh, what a. It's not a waste. It's an incredible use. Okay, mass empty versus mass final. Mass final. What's the final mass? Final mass. 200. So 90, let's say a 90 kilogram person. Exhaust velocity. Oh man. So what are we actually gonna do here? We could have the maximum. Oh my gosh. Stand. So, okay. Of methane. Ah man, okay. Okay, this is actually fun now. Okay. We can approach this problem in two ways. We can either figure out how much propellant you would need to be carrying, how much monoprop, or what the actual exhaust velocity would have to be, given you drank as much of this as you possibly could. Methane. Let's see here. Let's look at standard monoprop rocket fuels. Hydrazine, ooh, no. Hydrogen peroxide, maybe. Hydroxyaluminum nitrate. I've never heard of that one. Nitrous oxide. Ugh. Hydrazine. Hydrazine would kill you. Hydrogen peroxide probably also kill you, but that's probably a little less. Is there a methane-based monoprop? Okay, so no. What are common methane-based? What are some common methane-based rocket fuel and ox combinations? Here. Methane-based rocket fuel is typically used in bipropellant systems, liquid methane, liquid ox. That's the problem. You can't just do liquid oxygen. Yeah, you can't just do liquid oxygen because it would need to be, you need to have cryogenics, and you can't put cryogenics in your body, so that doesn't work. Methane plus nitrous oxides, N2O. Okay, so what's nitrous oxides? Nitrous oxide liquid temp. Ooh. Yeah, that's not gonna work either. It's also cryogenic. Methane and hydrogen peroxide. Okay. I think that's it. I think we got it. Okay. So, methane plus hydrogen peroxide. That's one option. Or just hydrogen peroxide and a catalyst. What's the catalyst? Silver or manganese dioxide. Manganese dioxide. Okay. Okay. Now, okay, what's the catalyst for N2O? Oh gosh. Okay. N2O. Okay. That's more experimental, yeah. Nitrogen tetroxide. Yeah, it's probably better, honestly. Methane plus nitrogen tetroxide, N2O. Specific impulse of ISP is equal to 300 to 340 seconds. Okay, let's see here. What's the specific impulse of hydrogen peroxide is going to be ISP is equal to 140 to 180 seconds. Okay. Okay, I think we're good there. Now let's figure this one out. All right, we got to find the right rocket equation for this. ISP specific impulse, blah, 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 T is the average thrust. Specific impulse, so we need a specific impulse. Tchaikovsky rocket equation. VE. Is that the case? Oh. Ronald Roosevelt. Ronald Roosler. Ronald Roosler. Ronald Roosler. Is that the case, man? Is that actually the case? Okay. Okay. All right, man. We're almost there. Trust. Ronald Roosevelt. Bro, Wikipedia did the equation wrong. What's wrong with you, you dummy? Bro, you didn't include gravity, you fucking idiot. This is annoying. Sorry. Gosh, you dummy. You're a dum-dum. You're a dum-dum. You are a dum-dum. Dummy. Okay, here. You need specific gravity plus ISP over MO over MF, blah, 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 and then you got the thing. Okay, okay, so we know the ISP of different fuels. Okay. Well, Okay, we're gonna do a back of the napkin calculation, then we're gonna do a regular old calculation. So we need to find the exit velocity of a thingy. Exit velocity, and we need that times, we need to find the thrust. Thrust of dm over dt, exit velocity, dm, okay, dm dt, velocity, dm dt, blah, blah, blah. How do you even calculate that? Ooh. That's complicated. That is complicated. Damn. Oh man, that's complicated. To find the thrust, you need to have the delta mass, which would mean you need the time. Interesting. Damn. Time to orbit. How would you figure that one out? Oh man, that's let me see here. This is the stupidest rocket science you'll ever see someone do. See, part of what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to make it interesting, which requires kind of framing it in the right way. So ln, mass initial. Let's say you're 1,000 kilograms. So natural log of 1,000 divided by 90, 2.4, 2.407, 2.407. V 3222.26 meters per second. So I got that. Got the delta mass. Changing mass, changing time. What would the thrust be? Oh, I gotta figure out the force. The force. How much time that would take. Oh. Thrust. Because the question the guy had was how hard, not something else. He was asking how hard the thing is supposed to go. Okay. Let's see. Rocket thrust equation. Mass flow rate. That's, we're getting there. Vx dm ISP exit temperature, no. Delta mass flow rate. P. Pressure. Area. Thrust. So thrust is a function of geometry. That's what it is. That's what it is. It would seem. Thrust equals VE plus PE PO AE. But that's assuming a certain type of geometry. Damn, dude, this is actually a kind of a complicated one. Damn, dude. Accelerate time. Calculating thrust. T equals F equals ma, so mass, acceleration. We basically need to figure out the acceleration. Thrust equals ISP times T average. Ah, okay, I think I got it. T thrust average equals specific impulse times dm over dt. So ISP, well, damn, that doesn't help. That doesn't help. Same difference. Ugh. All right, let's go back to the drawing board. All right, guys, let's get it. We're almost there. Okay. Chamber pressure, nozzle geometry. Dang, dude. Okay. Oh my gosh. We're gonna have to do nozzle geometry then. Chamber pressure, PC. Throat area, AT. Chamber pressure, PC. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms of an infection. Exit pressure. C, momentum. Pressure ratio. Delta V change in velocity of its average acceleration. Thrust, dividing thrust, no, that just goes in circles. Let's see. Burn time is the time, how long it takes to burn, blah, blah, blah. Propellant, even if you burn the propellant, you make it lose, different, blah, 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 da, 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 da. How do you analyze the motor, burn time, propellant's gonna... Dang. That's tough. Burn time is actually pretty big unknown then. Mass flow rate. Mass flow rate. How do you get the mass flow rate? Isn't that like area? Area over. Gotta put the scooter in the booter. We gotta figure out how to turn that geometry into thrust. You guys are gonna like this. You guys are gonna like where this one is going, man. Shit. Ooh. Mass versus time. That's mass flow rate. Chamber pressure, throat area. Thrust equals exit pressure, PC. There's ambient. Let's just see here. Chamber pressure and throat area. I only care about the required thrust to meet acceleration. Target acceleration A. Mass flow rate. Burn time, chamber pressure, biological chamber pressure. Dang, are we going too far for this? I think we might be. He didn't ask for thrust, did he? He kind of did ask for thrust, so we kind of need to find this. Oh my gosh, man. Thrust. CFP. CF is the thrust coefficient computed from isentropic nozzle relations. Chamber pressure. And then chamber pressure is, oh gosh, this is actually, interesting. Throat, chamber pressure. Max pressure body can sustain. 100 atmospheres. ATM to pascals. 100. Let's do 10. Let's do 10 atmospheres. Pressure of chamber, let's assume that's going to be 1e to the 6 pascals. If you have a burn time, can you blah blah blah. CF. So that's expansion ratio. And then A, so throat area. Say that's the throat area. 0.15, 0.015 squared times 0.15 squared times pi. Okay, then that's going to be 7e to the 4, e to the negative 4 meters. 7. Okay. Now, what is that? CF from the expansion ratio and pressures. What is that? What is CF again? Holy shit, yeah. Thrust coefficient. Okay. Thrust coefficient. Let's see here. That gets a little silly. Damn, that's an experiment. It's an experimental number? Like an experimental number. Let's assume 1.59 based on the rocket dyne F1. So stupid, man. 1 times 10 to the 6 times 1.59 times 7 times 10 to the negative 4. Okay. 110 newtons, something like that. All right. What? Wait. What? Okay, I think that works. CF, PCA, cool. Man, I wish I could be talking more, but I'm thinking a lot. Thinking about what's going on here. Thinking about what the hell is happening. What the hell is going on here? ISP, G, characteristic velocity. So I gotta figure out the characteristic velocity of this stupid thing. Ah! Oh man, see, this is this is why it took me so long to finish my tests. This is why it took me so long to finish my stupid tests. Characteristic velocity, yes. Let's figure that one out. No, the stupid mass flow rate, man. Dang it. What's the mass flow rate? Oh gosh, man. Oh my gosh. Man, I gotta know everything about it, man. I gotta know everything about it, man. Fine. We'll do the other method. We'll do the other method. On union. T equals mass times velocity of exit pressure. Exit pressure minus ambient pressure, area E, area of exhaust, right? Exit area. I think we're going a little bit. I guess we're taking it the wrong direction. I'm looking at the actual geometry of what the rocket would have to look like, and then figuring out the outer things from that. Seems like maybe I need to go backwards. I need to figure out what. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh. Let's flow burn time. Let me see here. Burn time. MF. Man, dude. Oh my gosh. It's all circular. It's all so circular. Yeah. No. A lot of rockets seem to be just you need to like get experimental data. Yeah, it's all about the experimental data. Thrust equals. Shut up. Velocity of escape. No, velocity of exhaust equal to MO minus MF. So just basically mass of fuel, maybe? No, final mass. Final mass, so it's just the mass of the fuel over burn time. Yeah. Okay. The velocity of exhaust is going to have to be that. We already know that. And it's just basically comes down to burn time. And how long does it typically take? Burn time of Saturn V. 8 minutes and 21 seconds. Dang, that's tough. That's tough. So let's say this is gonna take 10 minutes. So 3, 2, 2, 2. Oh, but there's the problem. There is the problem. We'd have to have like some extreme some extreme efficiency. Oh goodness. Let's look this up. You got to figure out how we convert fuel into the energy required. But you'd have burn efficiency. That's what it would be. Gotta look at the chemical energy of these things. Okay. Okay, so H2O. Oh man. Gosh, man, this is H2O2 is equal to megajoules per kilogram, and methane plus N2O is equal to approximately something. Geez, I don't know. So let me just tell you what I'm doing, if you guys are still around. Gosh. What would it take for a human being to launch himself into space, to propel himself into space? What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out how long it would take you to get to space, number one. And then I'm trying to figure out how that converts into force. So basically, we're trying to figure out the force it takes to put you into space. But that led to a little bit of a rabbit hole here of you need to know a lot about the actual geometry of the rocket nozzle. You need to and what I'm realizing now is it matters a lot about the actual energy density of the fuels you're using. So because that tells you how much fuel you need. And then from that, you could probably infer what the actual, burn rate and all that other stuff is. So, yeah. So I guess that's what we're gonna have to figure out. I'm gonna spend another. How long have we been here? Jeez, we've been here almost. I've been doing this for 2 hours and 30 minutes. Damn. Let's see here. Figure that out. And eventually this will probably get solved in a satisfactory manner. But let me see this here. What happens when a horse hits a wall at Mach 4? That's another question someone asked. You put motor oil on a tree and tie a cat around it. How fast would you need to spin it in order for the cat to spin around all the way to the top of the tree? It's a little bit complicated. That requires, this probably requires some centripetal force equation, something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. And then we got to keep. Oh yeah. That's the original. That's the OG seesaw. Oh, how many licks would it take to get to the center of the earth? That's another one I'm gonna work on. I don't know. That's complicated. That's real complicated. So maybe I'd look at the ridges on your tongue, and that's how much it like scrapes off from the ground or something. But it probably doesn't scrape all that off. It probably scrapes off like a percentage of that. So if you're just licking the ground, you could lick a perfect hole. How long would that take? Assuming a lick per second. Anyway, that'll be a fun one. But anyway, I am answering your guys' suggestions of what to calculate, and I will turn these into videos. We'll make these into interesting videos. Problem is, I guess calculating this stuff, the actual process isn't actually that fun. But yeah, future videos, maybe actually, I have an idea for a future type of video you think you guys are gonna like. Check out my most recent vid. It's about future warfare. Maybe I just live stream those in the future. That could be fun. But yeah, I don't know. I'm figuring out right now how to best create something entertaining for y'all that leverages my skill set. Like, if I wanted to, if I had no skills, I would just do like political commentary or whatever. But I don't know. I got an interesting skill tool kit. So I'm trying to figure out a way to best utilize that, because the goal here is to make something that actually is, something you guys can't find anywhere else, something interesting on a very deep level. So if we can do that, if we can make something cool that doesn't exist yet, then we're doing something interesting. Because the last thing I want to do is like just do what everyone else is doing and copy some other people. I don't know. If I were to do that, I'd probably be in a much more successful spot, but I don't know. I want to make something interesting, you know? Randomly on the bus watching you silently because my headphones died. Do you great work that I always keep seeing. Keep doing whatever you are because I like it. Thank you. Appreciate the support. Anyway, I'm probably going to kill it. I'm going to kill it. And I'll work on it more. But yeah, maybe I'll try and live stream on here more. So keep an eye out, keep an ear out, keep a nose out, and I'll talk to y'all later. But yeah, thanks for sticking around, and stay tuned for these videos because I think you guys are gonna like them. All right, peace out.